Hi everyone, this is one of my favorite topics with ChatGPT. Today I'm going to show you how it can become your personal tutor, mentor, or even your research assistant. If you're not familiar at all with ChatGPT, do check out my first video, ChatGPT Made Simple. For now, let's dive right into how you can use it for all kinds of learning activities. It's important to remember that while ChatGPT gives you answers, you will sometimes need to double check the facts. AI tools are improving, but they can sometimes provide information that sounds plausible, but is actually total rubbish. You probably know a few people like that too. With AI, it's referred to as hallucinating. Just like when we use books or the internet for research, if something's of importance, it's always good to verify your sources. To give you a sense of how ChatGPT can help, I'll demonstrate with 6 short examples covering research, language learning, skill development, comprehension, memory and cognitive exercises, and for self-testing. Let's get started. So first, research. Let's say you wanted to find out what is the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is a natural process that warms the Earth's surface. It has made this actually quite short. There we go. Now, you may, of course, want to take this further, but let's just ask it, what sources did you use to provide this information? And there you go. It's given you the sources that is based on from various sources, and those give you other areas that you could investigate further if that was a topic you were interested in. We might say, can you expand on point 2, but explain it as to a 7-year-old? Always good to get things explained simply. Sure, let's imagine the Earth like a big ball and the sun is a giant flashlight shining on it. When the sun's light hits the Earth, some of it's absorbed, making the Earth warm up, but not all of the light stays. I think I can get that. Excellent. So that's given you some simple ideas for how you can begin to research a topic that you're interested in, take it further, find other sources, and so on. So next, language learning. Whether you're starting a new language or refreshing your memory of a language you've already studied, ChatGPT can help. Perhaps you'd like it to have a conversation with you. So I'll paste that in to save you watching me type. Can you help me practice my French? I'm a beginner, but I'd like you to have a conversation with me and tell me if my answers are correct. Bien sûr, I'd be happy to help you practice your French. Let's start with something simple. Comment ça va? Très bien. Merci. Bon response. I'm going to translate as we go. So it wants a petite correction with an accent. That's not so simple to do because I don't know how to get an accent on the keyboard, so we won't worry about that. Following question. D'où viens-tu? I could just say, please translate that. Sure. Means, where are you from? And so on. I think you've got the gist, and I'm not going to make you suffer my French accent for any longer. Now, what if you're learning a new skill, photography or cooking, gardening, mindfulness, meditation, anything at all? You can ask ChatGPT for tips and advice. Let's try something on photography with our iPhones. Give me beginner tips for taking better photos with my iPhone, including how to use basic camera settings and improve composition. Click. Here are some beginner tips, basic camera settings, composition tips. As always, you can scroll through and read these if you would like to, but let's just go back here where it's talking about basic camera settings. You might go on and say, can you tell me where I would access HDR, which is what it's suggesting I use in point 1. On your iPhone, you can access HDR. As you can see, it can be enormously helpful. Maybe you're trying to sort something out on your iPhone or learn any other new skill. Let's proceed. Now, summarizing and comprehension, this is something I use AI for quite a lot. Whether it's a challenging book or a very long and in-depth article, perhaps because of its complexity or its length, or maybe both, ChatGPT can help you by summarizing it, by giving you the key points if that's what you ask for. For example, you could ask, please summarize the main themes of Shakespeare's Hamlet, and it will do so. Now, I'm not going to dig deeper into any of this because you already know that that is something you can do. Let's instead try another example. Now, you can use it to summarize articles on the web, and I've picked one from Wikipedia. Please summarize in bullet points this article about pensions. And I'm pasting in a link I found earlier. Sure, here's a summary of the main points about pensions in the United Kingdom from the Wikipedia article. And as you see, I asked it to summarize in bullet points, and that's exactly what it's done. So it could be summaries of something it already knows about, and that's many published books, and of course the knowledge available on the web. Or you could upload information, and I just wanted to show you very quickly that you could, of course, upload from your computer a PDF or a Word document or something that perhaps you wanted summarized. As we're so often reminded when we get to a certain age, keeping our minds sharp is so important, and ChatGPT can help there too. You could ask it for quizzes for you or word puzzles to challenge your brain. Let's give it a go with a couple of ideas. Please ask me general knowledge questions one at a time and tell me if my answer is correct. Obviously, you could ask it to ask you anything. Oh, it's gone into, while we're here, let's just look at this. You're giving feedback on a new version of ChatGPT. Which response do you prefer? So you may have noticed that when you're using ChatGPT, you sometimes get this option of responses, and that's because, of course, the company producing it also would like some feedback on how it's working. So response 1, great. What is the capital city of France? Response 2, I'm not sure I'm particularly bothered, but let's say I prefer this response for the moment, and I'm going to put Paris, and it's going to say correct, and then it's going to go on and ask me another question. So that's one way you can use it. Quizzes, of course, doesn't have to be questions you're going to answer. Perhaps use it to generate 10 or 100 questions on a particular topic or on general knowledge for a family or a pub quiz night. For self-study, you could also try these examples. Please now ask the questions as multiple choice. Next question, which planet is known as the red planet in our solar system? And it's giving me 5 options. I think it's Mars. I hope I'm right. I'm not going to go on because I'll probably get one wrong. But as you can see, so we've now got multiple choice. And for the next questions, I'd like fill in the blank. It didn't really make sense in English, but fortunately, ChatGPT understood what I was saying. The longest river in the world is. What's your answer? I was actually thinking where it gave me a few letters. Let's try that. Can you do this again, but give me 2 letters for each answer? Oops. Okay. Longest river in the world is, and then, well, river, obviously. I don't know. Nile. Okay. I know some of you may feel a little nervous about using technology, but as I hope you've seen, there are no wrong questions. If you're not getting the sort of response you hoped for, just ask again slightly differently. So why not give it a try, whether you want to explore a new hobby, learn a language, research a project. As you can see, ChatGPT can be enormously helpful. And if you've enjoyed this video, I do hope you'll click the like button, subscribe, hit that bell to find out about any future videos. And of course, please do ask me anything in the comments.